Good evening everybody and welcome back to JWE Wednesday Night Wingcrest. We are live in Akron, Ohio, where we continue to prepare for the chamber as Kasumi Yoshizawa looks to bounce back after last week's shocking loss against Lora as she takes on fellow Phantom Thief Makoto Niijima. Meanwhile, the champion Slayer Rex squares off against our men's Nexus champion Nier in a mid-card champion versus champion bout. Brighid looks to maintain her hot streak with a win over A2, and we should have another instant classic on our hands as Raiden and Matt face off. So, sit back and get ready for another Wednesday night of madness, because this is Wingcrest. And here we go, starting off our night, and introducing first. It is the cyborg ninja himself. This being the only thing he's ever known. It is Raiden. And his opponent, it is the final boss, the MVP, Matt. And this is a main event match starting off the night. Hopefully it lives up to that caliber. I don't see why it shouldn't, but you never know. And here we go. Both men ready, both men hyping up the crowd, and here we go. Referee rings his bell to meet in the middle, Matt immediately beginning. With a nice little combo, the right hook into the kickboxing, and now kick right to the lower spine. And just ripping the eyes. It's good to see Raiden no longer being in Jack the Ripper form. Calming down over the off season and just taking what he learned while in Jack the Ripper and just using that to fuel his regular in-ring work. Now locking up collar and elbow up against the ropes, referee breaking them up. And again tying each other up. This time, Raiden slipping to the back, rear waist lock. But Matt with a snapmare. Headlock applied. Raiden trying to escape. Matt crank on the neck, making sure that he doesn't. And Matt with a knee right to the spine. Early pin, not even one. Raiden avoiding the grapple, but not avoiding the choke slam into the knee. And now Matt up top. Turning around, corkscrew senton. And Raiden clotheslined over the top. Matt staring him down. Heading outside of the ring, joining Raiden, and the left hand's the ground and pound. And Are we trying to get back into the ring? There's a slam along the outside. Referee's still early. There's 3. Arm breaker from Raiden. Flying knee. And now Raiden escaping back into the ring. There's 5. Jumping to the outside. Heading back in. Now back out. Yep, very cool, guys. Just stare each other down. And now Raiden back inside. Matt inside. And Matt with a running clothesline. But Raiden sweeping the leg on that reversal. Top rope. Moonsault into the cover. Only 1. Irish whip. And a shoulder tackle sending Matt over the top rope. Raiden heading to the outside. And we're back out here, but this time on the, hopefully the safe side of ringside. Matt with an uppercut. Throwing Raiden over the back. There's 4. And now Raiden elbowing out of the grapple. Enziguri up against the barricade. There's 6. And Matt with a reversal right at the bottom of the ramp. There's a running clothesline. There's 7. There's 8, but trying to get back into the ring. And they do. Irish whipping right into the referee. And again, nearly hitting the referee. This time a step-up Superman. And the cover. 1, 2. Nope. And now Matt. Highly dangerous situation for Raiden. There's a flying European uppercut. 1, 2. Raiden kicking out just before 3. Matt trying to get Raiden back up to his feet. And now over the shoulders. The Cyborg trying to escape. Does not. Swinging neckbreaker. Now Raiden into the corner. Matt just throwing his foot onto his chest. Scrambling up top. Matt trying to get Raiden back up. Turning around. Barely connecting on that, but connecting nonetheless. And Raiden in a heap of trouble here. And Matt just having his way. And again, Raiden in trouble. Matt middle rope. Flying forearm. And now Matt is heading to the corner. And here we go. To end it off. The wind up. And the pitch, but Raiden turning that around. Enziguri. But is it too little too late? I was waiting for the Pele kick. I was just about to say Raiden has not done a Pele kick yet. And there it was. It's not over until Raiden does Pele. We can legally not end a match unless Raiden does a Pele. And here we go. Irish whip. Underneath. Over the top. Double underhook slam. And now Raiden forcing Matt up over the shoulders. Jawbreaker. And the cover. 1, 2. Matt kicks out. But are we going to see the rules of nature? And they run when the sun comes up. with their lives on the line. The rules of nature. 1, 2, 3. Not the cleanest match. I will say not the cleanest, but damn, was that good.
Here is your winner, Raiden!
And Raiden, what a beautiful comeback. And like I said, Jack the Ripper might not be there physically, but essence of the Jack, it's still there. And for our first tag team matchup of the evening, and introducing first, it is the tag team that, it's no secret that they pain me the most. It's not because I don't like them, like, Devil and Popola are my favorite characters in Nier. And I'm glad that they're the tag team champions. But my god, is calling their matches just... If you could see me right now, I'm doing like that Oppenheimer, just kind of staring off into the distance. Yeah. No words other than just... It pains me to call their matches, because I know how it's going to go. I know they're going to slip up and do something stupid at the end that loses them the match.
And their opponents, beautiful and Tanaka, Diamond Mine.
And their opponents, it is on to Kamiki and Haru Ukumura, the Diamonds. And here we go, ref rings the bell. Popola and Panther the first in the ring. And Panther immediately just wailing down on Popola. But Popola back to her feet. Satellite DDT spike. And forcing Takami keep back up to her feet. Shot to the spine. And immediately taken out. Devola back in. Springboard crossbody. And the cover. There's one. Jawbreaker from Devola. Heading to the corner, tagging out. Popola's back in. Quick shifts here. And Popola preventing On from tagging out. Moonsault from the middle rope. Connects. And another pin attempt. Not even one, though. On turning that around. Tossing Popola into the corner, tagging in Haru. Double Irish whip, double back body drop. And Haru with a leg drop. Going for the cover. Only one. That was an interesting hand placement for Haru. I don't think she meant to do that. That looked not safe. But whatever. Flying crossbody from Haru. And Haru tagging out. On back in. And now immediately to the outside. And a little bit of miscommunication there. And not sure what... Okay. Great miscommunication. Popola takes out Devola back in, but not even remotely sure what On and Haru are even trying to do. On stepping back from that double leg drop kick, turning Devola around and a jumping neck breaker. Devola to the outside, On following her. And a stomp to the back of the head. Devola rolling back into the ring, going after Haru. But Haru creating some space. Devola trying again. Haru again denying her. And Devola just waiting for On to enter the ring, and she does, greeting her with a clothesline. And Haru back in. Here we go, Irish whip. Belly to belly suplex. And scoop slam from Devola. On finally out of the ring, double leg drop kick. Flying leg drop. And now Popola back in. Popola grounding and pounding down on Haru. Slap for good measure. And a kick to the stomach. Forcing Haru back up to her feet. Haru immediately elbowing out. And belly to belly suplex again from Popola. Some reason not going for the cover. Instead tagging out. And Irish whip into the northeast corner, dragging Haru away. Scoop slam, middle rope, and Haru tags out. On back in. Devola having to readjust course. And now Haru, or excuse me, Panther, rolling up Devola. Devola turning that into a pin attempt of her own. And now On turning that into a pin, while Haru's just kind of watching on. And Devola, excuse me, escaping the corner with an elbow. If you cannot tell, I am still sick. Devola, double leg dropkick. Pin. And yet not even one. Popola lining up another finish. Just slamming On down into the canvas. Haru breaking up yet again. But advantage in the Gestalt Sisters corner. I'm just waiting for the inevitable, though. On fighting herself back into the ring. Devola back up to her feet. But a little bit too late. On with a grapple up over the shoulder, but Devola escaping. Elbow to the back of the leg. Repositioning herself ahead of On, forcing her up to her feet. Walking her to the northeast. And Devola. Looking for something big. Top rope DDT On. Stepping out of the way and turning things around. Kick to the spine, forcing Devola up to her feet. Up, over the shoulder, not letting her escape. And tags out. And Haru with a spear. And now, the women's right hook. Into the cover, and here comes Popola breaking up. But the tides of battle have quickly shifted. Haru taken out, On back in. Devola still down on the mat. Slow back up to her feet. On forcing her up. And now On. Looking to make her tap. But Devola forcing an escape, I guess? On tags out, Haru back in. That's been 2 tag outs. And Devola hasn't even been on her feet. Finally taking out Popola in. And just letting Haru fly up over her head. Another belly-to-belly slam from Popola. Haru with a reversal. Forcing Popola back into her own corner. But Popola fighting out. Very back and forth here. Both women missing. And now a twisting flip from Popola. Outside. Leg drop, and Haru rolls out of the way. Like I said, the fumble is inevitable, and here, I mean, it's here. The Diamonds in full control. Not monkey flip, but a bunny flip. Only one. Popola still kicking out at 1. And stepping out of the way, that double leg drop kick. Bridging suplex. Popola tagging out. Hopefully Devola has had enough time to recover. And here comes On, immediately throwing her down with a head scissor toss. And On tags out. But Devola catching Haru by surprise. Haru with a reversal. Devola reversing right back. And lining up a finisher. Could this be yet another beginning of a new chapter? Going for the pin. Why even bother? Because On is immediately going to break it up. I was going to say, why bother even trying to count? Elbow drop from the heavens. Rolling Haru up. 1, 2. Haru kicks out. And a toss into the corner. Is she going to tag in Popola? Are we going to end this off on a double team attack? We may. The flying spear. Popola not going for the cover, instead going for the corner that On was in front of it now. Popola, what are you doing? Popola, seriously? And yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about. And now Haru, DDT missed. Popola, why did you go after On? You had the match, and now it's most likely lost because there's a right hand. Going for the cover. Devola flies in to break it up. Neither team with a pin breakup now. But here comes Haru. The end is in sight. Crossbody. And now just stomping down on Popola for good measure. I still don't understand why Popola didn't go for the pin. I mean, I do, it's because it's this game and the AI is not programmed to actually want to win matches. Popola tags out Devola in, giving her team just that one extra lifeline. But there's a neck break from Haru. And the cover. 1, 2, 3. Why do you do this to me, Popola? Why do you break my heart like so? I mean, good job from Haru and On to keep themselves in this match, but we all knew that this. We all know that this was the Gestalt sisters to lose. I just don't understand. Why do you not go for pins? You probably would have won this match had you gone for the pin, Popola. But instead, why do you go to the corner that On is protecting? And why do you go along the outside to go there when you could go there from the inside? If you want to go to the outside to a corner, why not the nearest corner? Just, I don't get it. The decision there made absolutely zero sense. And it led to this. The pinfall directly in front of Popola.
Here are your winners. And Tanaka and beautiful Thieves. Diamond Mine.
And the Gestalt sisters once again stealing defeat away from the jaws of victory. Name a more iconic duo? I don't know. I don't know, man. And next, introducing first,
The following contest
she is your former Women's Universal Champion, looking to get her hands back on the belt. It is A2. And her opponent,
from the Queen City,
she is the crown Jewel of Mor Ardain, Brighid. And here we go. Referee rings the bell, and A2 immediately beginning with a super kick, stomped down on the ankle. And Brighid has been doing surprisingly well as of late. A2 looking to put a stop to that. But Brighid with a wrist clutch. But A2 turning that around. Instead, twisting the arm of Brighid and just pulling on it. Brighid in a really bad spot early on. There's an arm drag and another big boot. A2 to the outside. Cross body, somehow getting the angle, somehow getting the pin. There's only one. And A2 kick right to the spine. Rolling Brighid around, stomp to the back of the head. And now again locking up. Brighid, good opportunity to get back into this thing with walking A2 to the southwest. Referee having to break them up. But a strong right hand from Brighid. Shoulder barges right in the corner, right in the stomach. And a stomp to the chest. Brighid forcing A2 back up to her feet. Throwing A2 into the corner. And sending her up top. Jockeying for position up top. And A2 fighting down, pushing Brighid down. A soccer ball kick right to the spine. Wrist clutch, knee. And A2 barely letting Brighid have anything. Headlock. Brighid immediately getting out. And fighting back, the knee to the chin. And Brighid lining up. The running leg sweep. Sending A2 down and dragging her away from the ropes. Shot to the back of the head. Irish whip. And a double foot stomp. Brighid fighting back. And already looking for the finisher. But no. A2 turning that around. Brighid with a reversal. Very back and forth right now. And Brighid dragging A2 away. Open palm slap attempt, but A2 ducking underneath. Irish whip. Letting Brighid run. And a scoop slam. Catching her breath before forcing Brighid back up to her feet. Over the shoulders, are we looking for the Alt F4? Not quite. But a big slam nonetheless. 1, 2. Nearly putting Brighid away, but Brighid with the tenacity to get the shoulder up. A2, the arm. And the ground and pound. Cover now. 1, 2, 3. And A2 dousing the Flames with a, I wouldn't say dominant win, but pretty easily handling Brighid. I think she might have caught her by surprise too with that pin, and
Here is your winner,
sometimes you just need that little bit of an advantage, just that little bit of a surprise to buy you that much time. And starting off our second half of matches with a champion versus champion matchup. Introducing first, he is your men's Nexus champion, Nier.
Champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from the past, weighing in at 185 pounds, the men's mixed NXT champion, Nier.
And is this the second match in a row for Nier where he's facing off against another champion? Because I know recently he faced off against 9S. I think that was his last match, so yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure his past 2 matches, this one included, have been against champions. I'm sorry, Nier. And his opponent, representing the Heroes of Chaos,
From Elysian Fields, weighing in at 125 pounds, one half of the Grand Prix Men's Tag Team champions, Rex.
It is the Champion Slayer himself, Rex. Here we go, both champions ready. And referee rings the bell. And the tail of the tape, Nier having a nearly 3-4 inch height advantage, 5-inch wingspan advantage, so like a 2.5 inch reach advantage. But Rex really knows how to get in there and work the pocket. Saw that there with an arm drag, looking to drag Nier, but Nier elbowing out and in Enzigiri. Shot right to the spine, and Nier to the outside. Top rope looking for the frog splash, but Rex gets out of the way. And a kick. Rolling Nier around. Just working the leg. And split leg stomp to the gut. Rex and Nier again tying each other up in the collar and elbow, but Nier pushing Rex down. Bridging suplex into the pin. There's one. Rex kicks out. Flying knee. Stomp to the face. And Nier top rope moonsault. Nobody's home. And here we go. Irish whip looking for the spear, but Nier fights out. And again, locking up. This time Rex forcing Nier back into the southeast corner, referee breaking them up. Rex and knife edge chops, kick to the stomach. Nier avoiding the grapple, but not for long as Rex walks him from corner to corner. Knife edge chops, and Rex lining up. What is he looking for here? Hyping himself up. The super clothesline in the corner and the cover. 1. That's going to be it. Rex an arm breaker, forcing Nier up to his feet. Turning him around, turning this match around. And a tossing reverse DDT. Rex up top, Nier to the outside. Flying tomahawk chop by Rex, connecting nonetheless, and a knee to the throat. Rex throwing Nier into the steel steps. Now throwing him nearly onto the ramp. Referee already at 5. And a very fast count here. 7, but Nier is just slow into the ring, not really worrying. And now bridging pin attempt out of nowhere, only one again. Nier probably trying to slow this match down. He knows how much Rex loves these, faster paced matches. So if he can slow it down, get the match at his own tempo, at his own pace, he might be able to get the advantage. Throwing Rex into the northwest corner, stomp to the ankle. Up. Over the shoulders. And throwing Nier throwing Rex head first into the top turnbuckle. Just scraping the foot against the chin, and now middle rope. I was doubtful he would have the distance, but Nier surprising me, and now the crossroads and the cover. 1, 2. Rex gets the shoulder up. But here we go. Nier the flying neck breaker. One more crossroads for the road. No. Rex says no. Catching a kick. Throwing Nier down, forcing him up to his feet. The Pele kick. And forcing Nier over the shoulder. Dropping the knee onto the neck. Or the neck onto the knee, rather. And now is Rex looking for the phenomenal forearm. Yes, he is. 1, 2. Nier. Rex kicks out of a finisher. Nier kicks out of a finisher. Rex up top. The 540 splash. Nobody's home. Enziguri connects. And Nier. The Rex back up to his feet. Nier turns him around. Chicken wing neck breaker. Middle rope. Nier the elbow, somehow busting Rex open. And gut-wrenching suplex. Or a deadlift suplex, excuse me. Over the shoulders. Another neck-breaking drop. In the cover, referee ready. There's 2 and there's 3.
Here is your winner, Nier!
And that's got to be a pretty big confidence boost heading into the chamber. Yes, we're still just over a week away, but gotta take all the wins you can get before the lights are the brightest. And for our penultimate matchup of the evening, introducing first, they are the heroes of the Homs. It is Rhine time and Shulk time. Looking to make their opponents look like a bunch of jokers. They are the Vision Warriors.
Tag team match set for one fall.
To say, I always loved watching these two, you know, wrestle. Just have that chemistry, you know? And their opponents. And what I said earlier with Ryan, I mean, it makes sense because there's only one Joker though, and that is Ren Mamaya and his partner Ryuji Sakamoto. It is Skull. It is Joker. They are the Phantom Thieves of Heart. Here we go, Ryan, Ryuji, the first in the ring. And Ryuji immediately beginning with a jumping arm breaker. And the ground and pound stomp to the gut. Ryuji turning Ryan around. Suplex in the corner, now tagging in Joker. Is it Mia actually? I don't know. Joker with a reversal kick to the stomach. And a top rope. Look for the flying forearm. Just the wrong forearm. Toss to the corner, tagging in Shulk. And a chain attack. Double back by drop. And Shulk with an elbow drop. Kick to the spine. And tagging Ryan back in immediately. Joker back up to his feet. But Ryan. Uppercut to the chest. Irish whip. Scoop slam. And the cover. Long one count. I was half expecting a 2 with how long that one was. And Ryan tossing Joker back into the corner. Another chain attack incoming. No, incoming is from XC2. Another chain attack engaging the enemy? Sure, that works. Shulk with a front slam, excuse me. And what's he looking for here? The super kick, but Joker turning that around. Locking up, Shulk reversing. Head scissor Hurricane Rana, Shulk to the Joker to the outside, excuse me. Shulk watching him on. And sending Joker for an Irish whip, diving underneath. Over the top. Single leg kick to the chest. Ryuji looking for the tag, not getting it. Double leg drop kick to the spine. Not Irish whip, pin attempt right next to the ropes. Hand down, shoulder up. Joker rolling out of the way, but here comes Shulk. Hurricane Rana. Ryan back into the ring. Ryuji back into the ring. And Ryuji with a flying elbow. But Ryan rolling out of the way. Ryuji continuing the assault nonetheless. Clothesline. And Shulk trying to push Ryuji off the top rope. And Ryuji working on the neck. Trying to get momentum back in their favor. I mean, I guess he already has, but like, fully back into their favor. Shulk breaking that up, but here comes Ryuji. Looking for the finish. Up. Over the shoulders. And the knee right into the chest. 1, 2, 3. And not a great showing after the first half for the not for the Phantom Thieves. Excellent showing in the second half for the Phantom Thieves, but for the Vision Warriors, I mean, just kind of ran out of gas halfway through.
Here are your winners, the Phantom Joker and Ray Yuji Sakamoto, the Heart Foundation.
And for our main event of the evening, introducing first, in this Phantom Thief versus Phantom Thief main event,
Diamond Mine from Tokyo, Japan, the Phantom Violence.
well, unfortunately the Phantom Thieves can't sweep, but they can win all of their matches. Hope that makes sense. But it is the Violet Phantom Thief, Kasumi Yoshizawa. And her opponent,
Representing Diamond Mine from Tokyo, Japan, the Queen.
she is the queen of the Phantom Thieves, Makoto Niijima. I'm just wondering if the game of hot potato between these, well, I'm gonna say between these two, but between these three, if we include Mitsuru, if that's going to continue, or if Lora's just going to hold on to this belt for a while. Because as of right now, that's what it looks like. And here we go for our main event. Kasumi not wasting any time. Head scissor toss, sending Makoto flying. Sitting her up. Makoto with a headbutt, stomp to the knee. Now to the wrist. Just bashing the forearm into the back of the head. And now knee to the back of the head. Makoto the ground and pound. And now Makoto just wrapping up the arm. Referee forcing a rope break, but Makoto not playing around. Irish whip. Bridging suplex from Sumi. 1. Out to Kasumi, top rope, double leg drop kick. Stomping down on Makoto. And here we go up top. Lining up. Flying drop kick. Still only getting a 1 count. Double stomp missed. And Makoto forcing Kasumi up to her feet, walking her to the northeast corner. And Makoto still only getting 1s. Now Makoto with the clotheslines. Sumi slow to her feet in the corner. Makoto with a corner Superman punch and some right hands. Or I should say the corner fist of justice. The flying fist of justice. Irish whip. Spear. Cover. 1, 2, 3. And with how quickly Makoto dismantled that, should I be scared? Should I be worried? Not worried, but like, should I be scared? Is Makoto Niijima back? I think Kasumi headed into this match with the mindset that they were going to play around a little bit, but no. Makoto, look at this. The flying fist of justice out of nowhere. And then the spear. Yeah, no, you're not playing around if you Superman into a spear. If you're trying to cosplay as a Roman Reigns, you're not playing around.
Here is your winner,
I think Makoto, she saw this as an opportunity to get herself back as a title contender. She wants her hands on Lora as soon as she can. But with that, I would like to thank you all for joining us here tonight, and hope to see you on Friday for Eclipse as we continue to get ready for the Elimination Chamber, where again, the winners will not necessarily have their hands on the belt, but instead will be the first seed in the King and Queen of the Rings tournaments, with the added bonus of getting there to choose their first round opponent. But until then, we are signing out from Akron, Ohio. See ya.